Yo, what's up, man? Prince Sports here. Now, I want to talk to you guys about this news of Kawhi Leonard showing interest in joining the Miami Heat. Now, keep in mind, he joins the Los Angeles Clippers, right? A team that bend over backwards for him, says, hey, we get you whatever you want. You want Paul George? I give you Paul George. And keep in mind, the Clippers didn't really want Paul George. They only signed him because that was the deal to get Kawhi Leonard. They did whatever it takes to get Kawhi Leonard. He was the grand prize. So they open the doors, roll out the red carpet for Kawhi Leonard. But if he leaves this team and goes to the Miami Heat and he goes to the Eastern Conference, let's just say it actually happens, okay? The narrative around that would be LeBron James made you quit because you joined the same city as LeBron James. You playing in the same city as this guy. You're the next door neighbor to this guy. After all this stuff that you wanted to smoke with LeBron James, if you quit the Clippers and you go to an Eastern Conference team, the media are going to say, hey, LeBron James ran you out of LA and he ran you out of the Western Conference. And you know what? Look even more better or worse. Let's say the Clippers play the Lakers in the playoffs. And for some reason, or it happens, it goes down, and LeBron James beats Kawhi Leonard, okay? Let's just say the Lakers knock out the Clippers in the playoffs. You know what that's going to look like for LeBron James? It's going to make him look great, but it's going to make Kawhi Leonard look really bad, okay? Because if you get beat by the Lakers, then you go off and say, hey, you know what? I got to get out of here. I'm going to the Eastern Conference. It's going to look bad on your part, man. And part of me don't want to believe this is true, because if this is true, now, I mean, don't get me wrong. It is true. He is showing interest in joining the Miami Heat. If that was the case, you know how bad that'd look? What's up, Bistro? You can't have LeBron run you out of town. You got to at least compete against the guy. And you can't go to the Eastern Conference, because if you do, it's going to be bad. That means you're going to fail to make history for the Clippers. The Clippers never won a championship. You come there with championship aspirations. You come there with saying, I'm the man. Let me lead you guys to a championship. So if that's the case, why can't you get the job done? They're giving you whatever you want, whatever you're asking for. They gave you your point guard. You got Rajon Rondo, playoff Rajon Rondo. You got your sidekick in Paul George. You got all the pieces to come out the West. So there shouldn't be no excuses to why you can't beat the Lakers or play, or prove to the world that you're better than LeBron, or vice versa. If you leave the Clippers, it's not going to be a good look. It will not be a good look on Kawhi Leonard, and you will get thrown under the bus, because that means LeBron ran you out of town. So for your sake, I hope you don't go to the Miami Heat. Now, don't get me wrong. It'll look good to see you on the Miami Heat. It'd be balancing the conferences out a lot. The West won't be no more like the big time dominant conference. It'd be vice versa. You could make a case the Eastern Conference would be a little bit better if Kawhi Leonard goes to the East, because they will have a lot of elite players. They will have probably most of the top 5 players would be in the Eastern Conference. Rather it's Kevin Durant, rather it's James Harden, Giannis, and Kawhi. That's 4 players that a lot of people considered in the top 5, right? So if you put those guys in the Eastern Conference, the balance of power is shifting towards the East and leaving the West. So in that case, man, I will actually lose respect for Kawhi Leonard at that point, because you got to stay in the Western Conference and you got to stay on that franchise, because they gave you everything you've been asking for. You got to go out there and get the job done. No, he said not the first time. Well, Bistro, this would be a very disappointing thing for a competitive standpoint if Kawhi Leonard leaves the Clippers, because the narrative is you got ran out of town. You can't get it done in the Clipper uniform, and you're gonna get a lot of spoke from me and anybody else, because You don't do that. Okay, it's a different story if the Clipper franchise is folding. They lost Paul George, they lost everybody, and they're just collapsing right underneath, right underneath your feet, and you just get off the boat while it's sinking. Okay. But if they're giving you everything you want, you got to stick it out. You got to stick it out, and you got to be out there to compete. It's simple as that. You got to get the job done. Because if we, at the end of the day, LeBron did get a chip for the Lakers. He got his mission accomplished for the Lakers, so to speak. Okay, he don't have to win another championship for the Lakers, but Kawhi Leonard, you got to win a championship for the Clippers. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Bistro. You know how bad that'll look, and that'll be the narrative, because that LeBron James is your arch rival. Okay, you can't go into another conference, and after you proclaim to be the best player, in LA or better than LeBron, you got to go out there and compete. Yeah, I agree with you, Bistro. If he won the Clippers a title and you want to leave, go ahead. You did your job. You did what you need to do. So if that happens, then yeah. But you can't leave the Clippers, dog. I know you're gonna be a free agent. You're gonna be a free agent this upcoming season. But if Kawhi Leonard does that, not only will I throw that clown under the bus, I would lose a lot of respect because you can't go around saying you the next. You look up to Kobe, you look up to MJ, and you don't want competition. Nah. If that's the case, if that does happen, keep in mind if that happens. What's up, Raw Status? Man, long time no see, brother. Now, on paper, if he goes to the Miami Heat, it's a good look. Okay. I'm not saying that going to the Miami Heat is bad. It's not a super team, but you can't leave at this point because it's already elevated to a level that you playing in LA, and you're going to be depleting the Western Conference because you think about all the teams standing in the Lakers' way. The Lakers are the champions. It's their title to lose. Somebody got to knock the Lakers off in the Western Conference. So when we talk about teams that can knock them off, it's always the Clippers, or it's always like, then it's like the second runner teams up, like the Nuggets and teams like that. To me, out of all the teams that could still give the Lakers a run for their money is the Clippers. But if you leave, what is that saying about Kawhi Leonard? But now, I do like Kawhi Leonard's approach to basketball, but I don't know what he's doing by even thinking about going to Miami Heat. Now, Miami Heat is a good pick for him to go, but if I'm Kawhi Leonard and I really want to win a championship, I will stay with the Clippers. You got to win the championship for the Clippers. But if you're going to leave, you as a player would get thrown under the bus and your reputation would take a big hit. It would take a big hit. And he would have to go to probably like a team that could almost get the job done for him. and that'd be probably the 76ers. Because if you team Kawhi Leonard with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, that'd be a hard team to beat, you know? Oh, okay, yeah, I know that, you know. So I know him and Jimmy Butler are friends. So that means they've been talking. So hopefully Jimmy Butler doesn't get in his ear and tell him, hey, come to Miami. I know Jimmy Butler will like it, but you know what? Kawhi Leonard, you be taking a big hit. And it'll make you look real soft if you leave the Clippers and pack your bags and run out the West and go to the Eastern Conference. Okay? Because at this point, I mean, if you think about the Western Conference, how many like top 5 players you got? You got AD, you got LeBron, and you got Kawhi, right? But 2 of them play on the same team already. So you gotta stay in the Western Conference. No. He said he likes athleticism. Well, I mean, hey, everybody got flaws, man. He is not super athletic. I give you that, Raw. You know, you're definitely right on that. You know, as far for one dimensional, I don't really say he one dimensional. He's a good two-way player. You know, so you can't be one dimensional if you're a good two-way player. You know, but you know, playmaking and passing and all this other stuff, that's not his bag of tea. You know, that's not his cup of tea. But being athletic, I agree with you on that. That's something that he's not really. He not really is. You know, you really think Steph Curry's still a top 5? I think he's at the end of the season. He won't be considered a top 5 player no more. He probably be 6 to 10. And in most cases, he probably already is considered 6 to 10. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard's a great two-way player. Johnson, I'm glad you brought that up. He is. You know, nah, I didn't watch the movie Apocalypse Now, man. I'm trying to watch this movie called Nobody. I seen Kong versus Godzilla. That was all right. No, that movie was all right. You know, he said, "Man, he's a little stiff." Oh man. I mean, if you say stiff like in terms of entertainment, I give you that one, Raw, because you know, I mean, he's not the most funnest player to watch. I give you that much. No, I don't think his defense overrated. You know, I just think it went down a little bit. It did decline, but he's not like known for being the best defensive player right now anyway. So for it to be overrated, we got to be hyping it up a real lot. And you know what? I don't think nobody's talking about his defensive abilities no more. So, you know, I think he's just an average defender right now. But I mean, LeBron must be chopping at the tooth right now. LeBron must be like, man, Kawhi want to leave? Man, I must get the West on lock. That's how he probably feeling right now. LeBron probably feeling like, you know, I really am a king, you know, because that's supposed to be your rival. And that's supposed to be a guy that you're supposed to be competing against. So if that's the case, man. Yeah, I mean, James Harden and that injury. The only thing holding the Brooklyn Nets back is injuries. If they can't get their the injury thing connected, it's going to be a wrap. You know, they can't win a championship, you know? Yeah, he did get robbed in the 2015. I agree with you on that. You know, I think then again, that was probably like a media effect. They gave it to Iguodala because he supposedly changed his series around when he was guarding LeBron because he was athletic and he was guarding LeBron. But I mean, Curry still was the face of that franchise. You should still gave it to Steph Curry, you know? Hot boxing. What's hot boxing? That's something I don't know about. Is that some new social media outlet or something? Yeah, man. Yeah, Blue. I'm talking about if Kawhi Leonard actually leaves and goes to the Miami Heat. I don't know if you've been hearing about it, but I mean, it's in a lot of articles. It's in a lot of articles. He's showing it. He showed interest in wanting to go to the Miami Heat. You know, if that's the case, man, a lot of power will be shifting over to the Eastern Conference. I tell you that much. Ro, you still don't believe in Brooklyn, huh? You know, I think hands down, the only thing standing in their way is health. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's a health issue, then it's a complete different situation. But if the Brooklyn Nets are playing, I don't see nobody beating them. Fully healthy, I can't see it. You know, I had to see it with my own two eyes to see that. Yeah, it will have impact on his legacy, Tony. You know, because the Clippers franchise bend over backwards for Kawhi. You mean to tell me you're just gonna bounce like that because you had a couple failed seasons? It's either championship or bust. You know, you gotta win. You know, you gotta win. Same thing too. Yeah, Lakers got health issues. You know, it's all about who's healthy at the end of the day, and I think it's between Lakers and the Nets. Nah, I don't think a lot of brothers don't want to go and play for the Celtics. You know, the Celtics and Dallas Mavericks. A lot of brothers don't want to go and play for them, for those type of organizations. You know, and so it's hard to stop Lee Train. What's up, Octavius? Get my drink ready. Oh, speaking of the Lakers, they signed Ben McLemore. Okay, I thought they was going to sign Avery Bradley in buyout, but they end up signing Ben. Ben has been bought out by the Houston Rockets, a team that's been rebuilding. You know, so you could get just about any player you want from the Houston Rockets. So come next season, John Wall, somebody may be wanting to take him. They might, Blue. They might. You know, but like I said, I think it comes down between those two teams. If they fully healthy, I think both of them are going to the finals. Yeah, Ben Mack is a great pickup. He's a solid pickup. You know, nothing crazy. He's just a role player, but he can shoot the three ball. And you know, LeBron breaks a dribble down, passes it to Ben. He has a wide open three. He shoots over 40% from the three. That may go up a little bit playing with LeBron, and he may go up from 7.9. That's what he's averaged. He averages 7.9 points a game. If you give him to LeBron, he gets a little free shots. He probably could get a good 10 points a game, you know? So yeah, man. Look at Zach giving out the salutes. Yeah, Tony, it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy, you know. But if they fully healthy, the Brooklyn Nets is gonna be a hard ass team to beat. And Kyrie Irving's offensive game got better. It got better. The way he could just break people down and take them off the dribble and score, it's something to marvel at, you know. So Simmons, you talking about Ben Simmons being the net? You know, I don't think so. But if Kawhi does go to the Western Conference, I don't know why he even brought that up for. But if he does, he goes to the Eastern, you know what's going to happen. Let Kawhi Leonard lose to the Lakers, then dips on the Clippers and go to the Eastern Conference. You know, I'm gonna let him have it. That means you just ran off. You got ran out the Western Conference. So I hope he don't get down like that. You know, because if he gets down like that, that means a lot of people was wrong about him. You know. No, nobody hating on Ben McLemore. He's good. He's a solid role player. You know, ain't nothing crazy. Just a solid pickup. Because the Lakers wanted to get a guard and they wanted to get a big man. They got Andre Drummond, and you know they wanted Avery Bradley. I guess they couldn't get him. Maybe he didn't get bought out. You know. Well, Renegade. I'm assuming that he doesn't do that. But if he did, that's why I say if he lets it down, you know, if he lets them down. Speaking of hats, because you see me wearing a hat, they actually sent me. So Michael, thanks for the hat, Mike. This is his company. You know, he's in entertainment business. I'm making music, and he sent me the hat today in the mail. So I'm giving him a shout out. You know, I'm still waiting, Michael, for you to make me a theme song. Make a Prince Sports a theme song. You know, so appreciate you. And if some of you may know, Michael he comes in the live chat sometimes. He's in the music business. So I told him, hey, I show out your music. I get your music out there, you know, so people could look at and, you know, listen to. Just make me a theme song already. You know, I would like to have a good, solid theme song. No, he does good beats. You know, his lyrics is you know. It's not Queensbridge style, Mike, but it's still good enough, you know. But shout out to you, man. Thanks for giving me the hat. I appreciate it. You know. So, Dan, did I really just do that? So I'm opening up these razor blades. I hope I didn't cut myself on these razor blades. Oh no. Came real close. Yeah, he shoots over. Yeah, he did. He shot over 40% while he was a Rocket. He averaged 7 points a game. But let's put that in perspective. That's because he wasn't taking that much shots. Okay? When somebody shoots over 40% from three, what you want to look at, the next stat you want to look at is how many attempts they make. Okay? Because there's a lot of bigs that shoot over 60% from the field and they only average like 4 points a game. That's because they're barely taking shots anyway. So, of course, your field goal percentage is going to be up. You know, if you take a lot of 3-point shots and you shoot over 40, then that means you're a real good 3-point shooter. You know? Okay, so it dropped a little bit. He said the bridge is over. The bridge is never over, Renegade. QB is always in here, man. You know how we do. All day, every day, baby. Shout out to all the shows that take place in Queens, man. We need more shows that take place in Queens, too. You know. What's that you balling up into a ball? But yeah, man. There's Aquafina from Queens. So Shout out to that show. You know, keeping the borough of Queens alive on television at least. John Wall was hurt a little bit. He's still not out of Houston, but the way Houston is giving away players, Renegade, they might as well give John Wall away too. Send him to a team that he can actually be appreciating and he actually could play for. I mean, he got hurt for a couple of weeks, you know. So he's a game time decision every now and then. So So, but yeah, man, what do y'all think about Tony John? Not Tony John. Sorry, Tony. What y'all think about Ben McLemore on the Lakers? I was about to say, what y'all think about Tony on the Lakers? Tony was like, yeah, I didn't know I signed to the Lakers. You know, yeah, they tanking. All they're doing is stacking up on draft picks. They rebuilding. They tanking. You know. So I don't know if there's some drama going on with the Clippers. Maybe Kawhi and the Clippers franchise ain't seeing eye to eye, but you got to find a way to make that work. You know, wait, what's going on here? The Lakers into a fight? Oh, so the Montrezl Harrell got into a fight today. He got ejected out of the game. The Lakers and the Raptors that took place today. I forgot the Lakers was playing today. The Lakers played the Raptors. I seen a little fight took place. So we got some NBA action on these NBA streets. Montrezl Harrell out there trying to look like a dog. Yeah, they tossed him. Holy crap, man. But hey, I'm watching the 76ers and Boston Celtics. 49-46 so far. Joe Embiid is back. Kevin Durantula will be back tomorrow. DMX. Shout out to DMX, man. Hold your head up, man. He's still on life support. You know, DMX is a very troubled man. You know, he's been dealing with drug abuse, addiction to drugs for quite some time. So hopefully he could keep his head up and stay above water, man. And man, there's been all types of crazy rumors surrounding DMX, like drug dealers trying to come to his hospital and kill him and shoot him up. You know, Boondock style. Remember that episode on the Boondocks where they had that gay rapper? He was up in the hospital for a while, and I think Riley went to see him, and he was like, "Is there anybody in the hallway? I got security guards protecting me." And Riley was like, "There ain't nobody here." And then all you just see is those the goons coming for the oh yeah, his name was Gangstalicious. The rappers came for him in the hospital. Well, apparently that scene is very similar to what DMX situation is. You know, he got a lot of guys on the block. You know, a lot of dealers want to put some hot lead in them. But, you know, you got to really be brave. You got to really be on something to be trying to go in the hospital to shoot that place up, you know. But if they coming in there with them guns, man, you know, they could clear out the whole hospital, man. Damn, since 14? He's 50, so you know how long that'll take on his heart, you know? That's why he got a heart attack, because he's stiffing that, and it hits the heart. He probably stiffing that cocaine, man. Cocaine in the pot, boil it up, man. That's DMX right there, man. He on that stuff. Being that I'm from the projects, I happen to know a lot about how guys get down like that. Some of my best friends, unfortunately, were guys that did hustling on the streets like that. Yeah, DMX was still on the block. You know, he lost a lot of money, man. He lost a lot of money. He spent a lot of his money in drugs. You know, that's the downfall of some rap artists. Oh, he's on that dope. He's a Scarface style, stiffing that. But that's still a lot of, whenever you lose those type of drugs, it's a lot of pressure on your heart. That's how you get a heart attack. And you 50 years old and you still doing drugs. Man, that's dangerous stuff. But man, y'all saw that episode of the Boondocks. That's what this reminds me of. You know, that's why when you see people that do that stuff, they do drugs, man. They don't live past 50 too long, you know? Oh, wow. 30 minutes with no oxygen. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. That's the thing. See, now when you grow up in the hood, for some of us, for some of you guys that don't grow up in the hood, or some of you that have grown up in the hood, you know, like, if you see a dude like past 50 and he's still on that stuff, it's almost the downfall for that guy, man. You know, he's gonna have a heart attack or something like that, because, you know, that stuff, it kills you at a young age, man. You know? Damn. That's crazy, man. Damn. Man, I guess, hey, he living up to that reputation, man. You know how the song he made? Because he been battling with drugs for a while. He made that song, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. That's about him dealing with his inner demons of battling with drugs. You know? All right, blasting his music. My favorite DMX song is How It's Going Down. That was a summer anthem. How It's Going Down was my favorite DMX song in the summer. That was the jam right there, man. The beat, he set the tone and everything. That was a jam back in the day, you know? Yeah, he looked it clean. Yeah, but you mean that still no, you mean he just probably got cleaned up, you know, dressed up or whatever. You know, you don't know what he did after that versus battle or what he did before the verse battle. But the Lakers blowing out the Raptors, I think, right? So we got to see, man, what happens. But we got to see what Durant looked like his first game back. Man, he missed a lot of games. He officially missed more games than he actually played. So he got a lot of catching up to do. But all of a sudden, he comes back. James Harden is hurt. This team is never fully healthy. We can never see the so-called big three actually play. You know. He said, "You are Lamar." Oh my God, man! B Sir said, "Who's on crack more? You or Lamar?" But yeah, man. We'll see what happens with that, man. But hey, I think he was about to release like an album too. You know. Yeah, man, that was kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, Raw, you are right. Kyrie has, he does all that razzle dazzle, crossover dribbles, so it leads to a lot of injuries. But if he's fully healthy, and assuming that he's fully healthy for the playoffs, that boy gonna be a problem. You know, he's a great one-on-one scorer. He can get a shot off on anybody almost. You know, he's just nice with it like that. Oh, you bought a Brooklyn Nets James Harden jersey? But hopefully this situation with Kawhi doesn't happen, So just stay on the team that you're on. And if you're going to leave the team that you're on, stay in the Western Conference at least. Oh, okay. You should have got that blue one. The that little old school New Jersey Nets throwback blue jerseys that they've been rocking. You should have got that, man. You know, too much lead pressure. Okay, we gotta have to see if that comes, Raw. Raw has been saying that the Brooklyn Nets are going to fail all year long. But you can't deny the talent, man. If they're fully healthy, they should be in the finals by default. Because even if one of those guys don't play good, and two of those guys play lights out, that's still enough to get to the finals. That's more than enough to get to the finals. Because a lot of other teams ain't cooking with three superstars. And it's not like they got three superstars in the bad supporting cast. They got Joe Harris. They got all those good role players. They got more than enough to make it to the finals. There ain't no excuses for them. Damn. Where you bought your jerseys from, Zach, if you don't mind? You know, defense wins. You're right. Offense wins too. There's an old saying: defense wins games. Offense wins games. Defense wins championships. But guess what? You need both to win. You need both. So defense still is an issue with the Brooklyn Nets, but I think they're going for the juggler. Raw. They're just looking to probably outscore people. See if that strategy works. He said, "As the Lakers." Oh man. So yeah, man. Next game is what's the next game? It's the Milwaukee Bucks versus Golden State Warriors. And Golden State Warriors still try to make that push towards the playoffs. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You should try some other outlets, Zach, if you want to get jerseys a little more cheaper. I think you could go. There's way more other outlets you could get to buy jerseys a little more cheaper. Some people bought. I know some people that bought jerseys for like no more than $40. You know. Oh damn! Who's the Pelicans getting spacked by? Yeah, Blue. I know. Like I said, I think the next strategy is to outscore people. At this point, it got to be because they weren't even looking to improve on defense. They still got the new players that they got. They're offensive players, so they just piled up more offense. Damn, ATL Hawks. Okay, Hawks giving them that butt whooping, man. Damn. Ben McLemore is a clutch sports client. So I guess it was kind of easy for him to get on the Lakers, being that he's signed to Rich Paul and all that. So he's a solid pickup though. Let's see if he gets some playing time. Okay. Well, here's a news flash, Jack. A lot of jerseys are made in China. Most of them are. You know, most jerseys are made in China. Yeah, they do. You know that, Blue. Health is the key concern for both of those teams. Because if neither one of those teams are healthy, their chances of even going to the finals is kind of low. But we'll see how Kevin Durant performs tomorrow. About time that the guy actually gets back in the jersey playing. When do I think Nas will drop another album? Probably about next year or so. If anything, I mean, this is still early in the year, 2021. He probably dropped like a mixtape because after albums, he usually drops like a little a mixtape collabo because all the songs that didn't make the album, he normally releases that in the lost tapes. So he probably do like a lost tapes volume 3 this year, something like that. Vietnam got them suits. Hey. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Blue. There's a lot of dark horses if the Lakers can't get healthy. You know the Nas and Kanye West project was a little too short. It got some good solid songs on it, but it's only 7 songs. I can't really call that an album. It's more like an EP. But I mean, it still got the Nas lyrics. Lyrical standpoint is great. Some of the beats that Kanye gave him could have been better, but it's a solid project. It's a solid project. There's always a song or two to stick to your ribs when you're listening to a Nas album. So, I mean, it got a couple songs that you hit the rewind button and you play it a lot of times. Yeah, the Adam and Eve joint is tight. I mean, they were all right. They weren't Kanye's best work in terms of beats. I think he kind of gave Pusha T a little better beats than Nas. But Pusha T he's more of a guy that's associated with Kanye West anyway. But Nas is the type of artist that overshadows his beats, because when you listen to Nas, you're looking at the lyrics. It could be a bad beat, but long as Nas is rapping, you're so caught up in the words, you forget the beat sometimes. Some artists, they need like a dope beat to have a good song, but Nas don't need a dope beat. Because you're listening to the lyrics first. Yeah, man. Hopefully he could do a little concert, man. Nas was around here like last month, signing like autographs and stuff in the hotel. Hey, man, I give props where it deserved, man. I ain't got nothing against LeBron James. This is a plus. If Kanye West, I'm not Kanye West. If Kawhi Leonard leaves the Western Conference, this is a plus on LeBron James. That means he has such an effect that he made Kawhi Leonard bounce. And that's how I'm going to look at it. So hopefully Kawhi Leonard sweep this little conversation or the rumor under the rug and say, hey, I don't want to leave. Stay where you deserve, stay where you need to be. I got you. Who? Just hold on. Damn, what is wrong with my thing right here? There we go. The link is up. Hoop. He said, "Oh boy." Yo, Hoop, you becoming like Hoop. I think you becoming like the most hated. Yeah.
Yo, P, man, come on, man. Yo, P.
Yo,
man, what the hell are you over here talking about, man?
Hey,
yo,
man.
P.
Hey, I gotta bring it up, man. It happens.
P, look. Yo, P, man, you can't fall. You smarter than this. You can't fall for that shit, man. Check this out, right?
Right. Go ahead. Spit.
Right. Check it. What you just said, right? If Kawhi decides to leave,
yeah,
it has nothing to do with LeBron James.
But the media are gonna spin it like that.
I know, but
and the fans gonna take it like that,
bro. It don't have shit to do with LeBron. He went there to get smoked with LeBron James. So that's true. That's not even. Come on, P.
That is true.
Come on, P.
That
you
is no,
say nothing like that.
But bro, it's facts though. They're gonna look at it like that.
I mean, but they're gonna say that. But that's the farthest thing from the fucking truth. That nigga, if a nigga the nigga came to a nigga house for the smoke. But that's not. Come on. So the thing is.
Okay, well then let me ask you this then. Why would he even be interested in leaving the Clippers then at this point?
Check this out. We don't know if that's true or not. Mm-hmm. Second of all, if it is, listen, like suppose if they like to be honest, the way how the NBA is, you cannot not players for leaving and forming super teams now, because that's the only way they're gonna be able to compete now, because of what KD and LeBron is doing. Right. That's the God honest fucking truth now. Now you're gonna have real ones like Kawhi Leonard. I want to compete, but if the Clippers not a super team, then I gotta weigh my options to win, which is sad. But that's not his fault, though.
Bro, this should not even came out though, my man. This should.
I mean, but we don't know if this is true, bro. Like we don't know, like.
Bro, it's everywhere.
I mean, that doesn't mean nothing, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you though, man. But
I think because Jimmy Butler gave Kawhi Leonard a compliment a couple days ago. Now all this shit don't come out like crazy, bro. Like, and think about it, it's Kawhi, bro. He won't say no shit like that publicly, bro.
That's why I keep saying the word if. So, but you already know how bad this is gonna. This still will look bad if he go to the Eastern Conference, bro.
I mean, you gotta go. It doesn't matter at this point. You gotta go where the best team is at to compete because this is what LeBron James and Kevin Durant is making it now. Like,
Mm.
listen, if you in the league, listen, if you Kawhi,
Mm-hmm.
you set balance to the NBA to make it fair, so everybody can compete to get a shot to see who the best. But
Right.
then I go and take three motherfucking superstars with me and take great borderline all stars and take all stars with
Mm-hmm.
me,
Mm-hmm.
and you have no way of competing, and you are winner, you a competitor. So what
Yep.
you gonna do? You gotta now get with the program because of me.
Right.
So it's not his fault, bro. It's what the league is coming into, bro. Like, come
Mm.
on, man. Like that's just like me and you fighting a one-on-one fight.
Right.
Then five of my niggas jump in.
Right.
You used to fight in a one-on-one. You hold yourself down.
Yeah.
Now you gotta go get motherfuckers to come fight us. And you
Oh
don't
yeah. No.
normally work like that. The same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. 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 I can't go 1 against 5 or something like that.
Because I did some sucker shit.
Word.
Now you gotta go and retaliate because I did some sucker shit on my behalf.
Wow. Raw status say Kawhi is a poor man's LeBron.
Don't compare that man to LeBron. Like that man got heart. Come on, man.
Yeah. But man, you both know what it's gonna be all over ESPN. Kawhi ran away from the Western Conference. You know that's
Yeah,
going,
like,
and
I know that's just the
that's gonna
craziest
happen.
shit. I know, but that's just the stupidest shit ever. He wants to smoke with LeBron, but honestly, it's bigger than LeBron. LeBron James is not even a fucking threat. These niggas is all injured. LeBron James is
Mhm.
getting older by the day, my man. So it's like, I don't
Yeah.
think Kawhi Leonard is focused on fucking LeBron James anymore.
Mm.
Last year he was. Now he focused on the Nets now, bro. Like, you
Okay.
feel
Okay.
me?
So you think his reason for even showing interest in the Miami Heat is because he don't want to go at LeBron no more. He's looking at the Nets now.
I mean, if so, yeah, they the fucking team to beat. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Really? Last shit, yo, but that's how quick the NBA changed. Like, what you want
Yeah.
the man to do,
Yeah.
bro? Are
Okay.
you
So
thinking?
what
Listen, question.
outside of the Clippers, since you know Kawhi, you know his game a lot. What team will he be best suited then?
I don't fucking know, bro. The math.
You know what team I think he'll be good on?
Denver.
76.
Oh hell yeah, the Sixers. Oh my god.
Yeah. You
You
have
know
your
this.
you have
Yo,
your secondary guy in Joe Embiid.
you're absolutely right.
Word.
That would be a great defensive team. Oh my fucking god.
Word. What's up, Raw status?
Bro, you hear me all right? I'm like,
I can hear you a little bit. Just get up to the mic a little more, my brother.
all right. Hold on.
What's
I'm
up?
give me, come back here.
But yo,
All
all
right.
that is just cat. We don't know if that's true or not, bro. Think about it. Do you think Kawhi Leonard would say some shit like that, man? Come on.
Man, I don't see no with these players, man. I don't take nothing for granted.
I don't think he'll say no shit like that. Especially he focused on trying to make a run right now. They just got Rondo. No, he don't say no shit like that.
Mm.
He's not the talking type. Where they fuck. Yo, people make up any fucking thing, bro.
Man, I don't know how this got linked in because it's all over the place. It had to come from somewhere. But yeah, man. All right, here come Raw again. Yo, Raw, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's cracking?
I can hear you. What's up, my brother? What's on your mind?
I was gonna say, man, I actually agree here that the thing with Kawhi that they might try to like start that they like to instigate and all that.
Mhm.
Although like when Kawhi was
Say that again.
always thought that rivalry from the first.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're wrong, man. You breaking up, man. You breaking up, bro.
All right, hold up. I'm in a bad area, man. Hold on.
You're wrong. Good, by the way.
Oh, he said he'll be back. He said he'll be back. He said he's in the bad area right now. He probably in the low spot. Like probably a little Wi-Fi with that. He kept coming in and out, right?
Whoa. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Steve.
Wait, did you hear him? Could you understand what he was saying?
Yeah, you feel me? Like the way how you worded it. I said, I don't know, P. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
He said, yeah, he kept coming in and out, right? I said, I don't know, P. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, man. No homo in that, man. You know how that is, man.
That's it, yo, man. That's between you and Raw, man.
Nah, man, man. No homo, man.
Yeah,
Oh, man, you cracked me up, my brother. But yeah, man. I mean, me personally, I think he's gonna stay on the Clippers, but I had to still give my 2 cents in, how I think if he actually leaves, and goes to the Eastern Conference. Even if he does, just stay in the Western Conference at least, though. Because I think too much balance. I want it to be balanced at least in each conference. Because I think if he goes to the Eastern Conference, I think you can make a case that more of the top 5 players are on the Eastern Conference now. Because you will have Durant, you will have James Harden, you will have Giannis, and you will have Kawhi. That means the West would be just LeBron's, really pretty much to own.
How, man, bro? LeBron's getting older by the day, bro.
That is true.
I don't see. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way, bro. You feel me?
He said no. Hey, you know how he can stay relevant? I'm gonna tell you how he can stay relevant.
By Anthony Davis.
Anthony and more players.
But yeah, but we know it's not him as the guy. But the media gonna make it seem that way.
Oh yeah, no question.
I ain't with the media bullshit. I ain't letting them manipulate me.
He's still a solid player, but you know what? Age will always age will always win. The fact that he's staying this long, he's still, he's staying this long is still some crazy to a lot of people. Some people don't believe it, Some people believe in he's using steroids and stuff. I would never accuse him of using that stuff. I don't got no proof of that.
I mean, I don't know. That shit with Kawhi, it's hard to say because that's not his character. I only could judge a person by the character.
Yeah.
I think they people just hating on the Clippers because they just signed Rondo. They got Boogie. They looking good right now.
Yeah.
So that's all the fuck that is.
Word.
You feel me?
Yeah, man. I hope not, because this one thing I said too. I mean, the Clippers said, "Hey, we're gonna give you whatever you want, or at least whatever."
Come on, bro. Yeah, bro. They got the point guard they wanted. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
This shit don't make no sense, bro. They niggas is hating on the Clippers. The only thing the LeBron James haters. Oh, let me just put some shit out there, the fuck up. Clippers got Boogie. Boogie hates the Lakers.
Yeah.
Everybody the Lakers shitted on is signing with the Clippers. So they got to do something.
True that.
They can't back it up with no action, so they got to talk.
But hey, man, that's funny. Out of all the Kawhi news that we finally get, it's negative based, But hey,
man,
when
you going against LeBron, they're gonna crucify you.
Renegade said if they can't win this year, Kawhi leaving.
I don't know that for sure, but I can tell you this much: they're gonna try to get a super team with the Clippers as they should. Because listen, what are guys supposed to do now? I will not knock if him, Damian Lillard, and somebody team up like that, PG, because that's what they got to do to win now. It's fucked up, but What the fuck you gonna do? Keep losing?
Yeah,
These guys,
that's the thing that this all balance of power shifted.
these guys started the super team, not Kawhi,
Yeah.
bro.
Zach in the comment section said you the biggest Kawhi Leonard fan he knows.
So I'm just keeping it real, bro. I don't know. You feel me? I'm not telling no lies. I'm not,
Word.
when Kawhi fuck up, I'm gonna get on his ass, P.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I know how you do.
When the Clippers lose, when I say, yo, they lost, they fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, keep it real. I'm just like, what the fuck you want me to say? I'm just saying, if players like Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, and everybody else start forming super teams now,
Yeah.
you cannot blame them. Blame LeBron James and Kevin Durant.
Mm.
Because what the fuck they supposed to do to compete now?
True that.
Come on. That's just like if you got beef and like we started off fighting and you go
Yeah.
get your guns. Now you gotta go get your gun now.
Oh yeah, no question. You can't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Same shit with the NBA. You think suppose if the Clippers make it to the finals and they lose. I mean actually rightfully sure so. Like look at the roster.
Right.
We're
True
supposed
that.
to keep doing the same shit every fucking year.
Nah, yeah, of course they're gonna improve on the roster if that's the case. But I think if they make it to the finals, that means they're gonna have to get past the Lakers. I don't think the criticism would be as well. They probably would come up with some excuse, but I don't think it would be as bad as him just losing. I could tell you this much though: if the Clippers do lose to the Lakers, Kawhi gonna get thrown under the bus big time.
I know.
Especially by the media. And that's
I
why
know.
I just said this report is, all these reports that came out that he's interested in going to the Miami Heat. The media is the ones linking it. All I'm saying is if it's true, I just address it because it's out there. So, but if it's true, it actually happens, he gonna get a lot of, negative criticism. And one of the first things people gonna say is he ran away from LeBron. But like you said, he came to the Clippers to have spoke with LeBron. So as far for saying that, he don't want a rivalry with LeBron, he knows what's up. He knows that it's between him, Kevin Durant, and LeBron. Those are the three guys that's always had a little rivalry with each other because they're all competing to be called that number one guy.
Those been the best players in the league for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
But
He's at Nico.
Kawhi stands alone out of all of them because he's the only one that won rings without a super team and without a top 5 best player in the world.
Yeah. Actually, one of his nicknames was a super team killer.
Yep. See?
Yeah. So. But yeah, man.
So how can you knock a man for doing it the right way, whether win or lose? Like, guys love sucker shit. Like, if he would have teamed up with LeBron James and AD, niggas would be loving this shit. That's not basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, then they lose to the Denver Nuggets and everybody, ha 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 ha. Yeah, I mean, bro, they lost and all that.
Yeah.
Like, what would you rather see? I see them go out like that than go out like Kevin Durant and James Harden and them, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what do y'all want to see here?
Word.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, some people. It's some people are just hypocrite about it because they want, if their favorite player makes a super team, they try to co-sign it. But you should have that. You should have that same energy about super teams, regardless if your favorite player do it.
Now anybody nowadays gets a pass from a super team, rightfully so, because you have to compete now.
Word. What's up, Raw? You back?
What's good, man? I'm back in here.
All right, now you're loud and clear, brother. Blast off. What you got to say,
Cool.
my brother?
Yeah, and I was driving through a Whack Tower area, man. I'm visiting my mother down here. We're out here in this country part of the state, man. But yeah, no, definitely thanks for having me in here. Yeah, what's good, Hoops? Yeah, I was saying, man, I agree with what you're saying that if Kawhi, really does want to go to Miami, that the media will try to create that rivalry, that thing that they like to do, that to instigate. But is there any truth to it?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just in regards to the Steph Curry story a couple of days ago, seems like it's that slow time of year for the media, so they're trying to manufacture something. But I think he has good reason to run from the Lakers, though, because they're gonna have some problems, man.
From the Lakers? What? Wait. Bro, come on, bro.
If they can stay healthy, man.
bro, honestly, I don't believe that because the Lakers are not even a top. The Lakers are not even a real contender no more, bro. It's all on the Brooklyn Nets, bro. I know you can feel that energy. I know it's not even about the Lakers.
Yeah, well, I mean, ever since the injury to AD, they've
injury. Ever since the signing of James Harden, it has been over.
James, I dribbled the ball off my foot, Harden, every playoff series. Come on, man. Listen. Did you not see the playoffs last year,
bro? Listen.
But see, we're not gonna.
Wait.
I'm not gonna take it there.
Wait. No, I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but guess what? He's not the number one option now.
Facts.
So, the pressure is not on him no more. So he's gonna perform like a bitch because there's no pressure on him.
Well, Brooklyn is kind of like Rappaport, real loud but real soft. Dude, Brooklyn Nets cannot play defense, man. Right now, with the addition, if both teams make it to the playoffs, if you compare the Lakers to Brooklyn, with the addition of Drummond, and now they got a pretty good defender on the wing in McLemore. Nah, dude, Brooklyn is soft inside, man. They'll get shredded up, and they can't rebound. They're not gonna stop AD and Drummond and James on the floor at the same time. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then I don't trust Harden in the playoffs, but you got some flash, you got some globetrotter stuff going on. But stuff changes.
Here's the thing, though, Rod. Harden won't be looked upon as the number one.
That's what I'm saying. I just said that.
Because
but you're gonna have to.
He won't have that much pressure on him. Imagine having James Harden, a former.
That's a third option.
That's a third option. That's a hell of a third option.
Well,
the best third option of all time.
I got much respect, Prince, but
yeah,
wasn't he the third option in OKC when they got slaughtered by Miami though?
Well, that
wasn't the James Harden from now. That was baby James Harden. That was the one coming off the bench. That wasn't superstar James Harden that you see now. The minute he left OKC, he became a superstar.
Yep.
I don't know, man. See, James Harden, man, not to go on and on, but he became fool's gold, man. I mean, you saw him choke year after year. Dude, I used to root for the Rockets because I wanted them to beat Golden State, bro.
All right.
But my brother, man, James Harden ain't it, man. Like, James Harden is like that chick that looks good at the club, and then you turn the lights on and you're like, you get outside the club to where the street lights are, and you're like, nah, I'm going to go back in the club. I'll holler at you.
Here's the thing, though. Rod. Those Houston Rockets years, he was the alpha. He was the number one guy. And you already see how that turns out. He don't have to be that guy this time. He playing with two other guys that can close.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, offensively, they're definitely loaded. But like I said, man, who's gonna guard AD? Who's gonna guard Bron? I mean, Kyle Kuzma is stepping up. Kyle Kuzma is flying around the court, blocking shots when people try to go to the basket. He got Kawhi the other night. I know y'all saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Kawhi looked like he was all ready to take his ball and go home. Now I say a lot about Kawhi. It's not personal. I just think that ever since.
Okay, but let me ask you this though, since I got you here. If Kawhi Leonard does leave the Clippers, how would you take that? You mean to tell me you wouldn't be? I'm pretty sure you'd be on here saying LeBron ran him out. Don't tell me you won't.
Nah. Hey, I will. That's just because ESPN started it, man. Like I was gonna say, in that
man.
first playoff series, they played. What was that? 95, like 95 years back when LeBron and Kawhi first played, and they tried to manufacture this rivalry that didn't exist between the two of them, and it never has. So the media has really been pushing that. I think. Look, I mean, they're all multi-millionaire boys. I mean, they're all homies, man. I mean,
See,
most of them.
I can't say that because Kawhi don't rock with LeBron like that.
Word,
He always wanted to go at LeBron. So they got to be, when you're competing against people, there is always somewhat of a rivalry, especially when you're all competing for that number one spot. It's always been LeBron, Kawhi, and Durant, right? So regardless of what we feel, it's always been those three guys that we're picking as best player in the league, right? Rather you think it's LeBron or somebody else thinks it's Durant or Kawhi. So it's always going to be friction between that. Remember the Kobe versus LeBron debate? People was looking at those two guys top of the hill, right? So either your team.
That was complete BS, though, man.
No,
like the media manufactured the rivalry between Kobe and LeBron, and Kawhi and LeBron work out during the offseason. So I don't really think they're real rivals, or they have worked out. I don't know if they work out regularly.
Who works out?
I mean,
Kawhi and LeBron. Or
I don't know.
Right.
I never seen Kawhi work out with LeBron. I never seen that one.
It only happened once. It was Kawhi, KD, and LeBron and Cedi Osman.
Right.
2000.
So sounds like to me like. So it sounds like to me like Kawhi was trying to pick up that game, trying to get his skills right by watching LeBron and getting close to him. Kind of like how guys like to sit next to like Floyd.
Bro,
like how guys like to sit next to Floyd Mayweather, man. They gotta get that money game right.
First of all, bro, LeBron James really has no skills. What skill? He has an IQ for passing.
What skills? He got low post skills, defensive skills, passing skills. Dribbling has gotten better over the years.
Oh, come on. He was actually a
that's all you need, though.
Bro, he was actually
he's a better dribbler than Kawhi Leonard.
No, bro, he was no, he's not. No, he's not. Kawhi Leonard got handles.
Like Kawhi has 2 gears. LeBron got 6.
He got Kawhi got handles, bro. No, what you talking about? Kawhi and KD got handles. You better watch.
If Kawhi is ineffective if you can pick him up within 2 dribbles, because he has that quick release. But he's been getting D'd up by Kyle Kuzma all year. Not to yell at you, bro, but I'm like in my car. But yeah, he's been getting D'd up. He's been getting locked up by Kyle Kuzma, man. Kyle Kuzma, I think, has blocked his shot twice this year. There's something going on with Kawhi Leonard. He looks a little slower. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if playing all of these games is messing up his tendons because he's used to low management. But the Clippers, man, I don't know. And I don't know what's up with Paul George, man. I think he on that when people start talking about depression, I usually link that to, the gelato policy in the NBA. They don't really test for all that, So that's what all that wishy-washy stuff comes from. But if he goes to Miami, he's looking for an easier route because he doesn't want to go through the Lakers, man. So
yo, bro. First of all,
I know you was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I told you was gonna say that, bro.
like that makes no sense. Like think about it. Suppose this, right? You're living next door to a motherfucking pit bull. You're living next door to a pit bull. And you're scared of the pit bull. And you go, you know what? Guess what? You know what? Like, you're not scared of the pit bull. Everybody else is scared of this big ass pit bull, right? So then, but you move, right? You move somewhere else. You go move right next door to a motherfucking lion. So you scared of that pit bull if you just went from here and moved next door to a motherfucking lion? And the Brooklyn Nets saw a motherfucking lion. He go closer to the
I'm not I'm not gonna do the media thing, man. I'm just poking some fun, man.
Right on, that makes no sense.
I mean, they gotta win something first. I mean, the Lakers are the defending champions. Now Brooklyn ain't won nothing. Kyrie's won nothing without LeBron James, without without his father that picked him up and carried him on his back over that water puddle, back in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And James Harden, I mean, I just told you what I feel about him. I believe he's going to be consistent with who he is, and that is a choke artist.
Long time no see, brother.
Yeah, so
shit, we got a
and Kevin Durant, is he durable enough? I think durability needs to be included when you talk about top 5. And right now, I mean, I don't like getting on guys because of their injuries, because a lot of that time it's just not your fault. It's just freak accidents, like what happened to Bron with dude rolling up on his leg. And then one more thing is you got to factor in the Nets have had a lot of rest. They've had more rest than anybody else. I think we already talked about that once, but we're gonna see, man. I mean, people are getting real out in front of the Nets, and they haven't proven anything to me, man. They're proving they can score, but can they if they come against a real defensive team?
Well, look at it like this, man. They should breeze through the Eastern Conference. They should breeze. They should have no problems going to the finals.
What do you think about Milwaukee with PJ Tucker?
Easy work for them. All you got to do is build a wall around Giannis. Then that team will collapse. You know what happens to Milwaukee in the playoffs? They're built for the regular season. They're not a playoff team.
Yep. And suppose it's like if the Milwaukee Bucks ever do go far or win the championship, Giannis is not going to be the finals MVP. They're going to build a wall around them, so somebody's going to be hitting a lot of threes, a lot of mid-range to get to the basket. Yeah. It's not Giannis. So probably Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't depend on those role players to play like superstars in the playoffs. That's not what they built for. It's Giannis's job to have a jump shot and play a efficient playoff game, so they could move out that paint. But they realize, hey, we're gonna let this guy shoot.
Well, no, I mean, I know that, but guess what? Yeah. Drew Holiday can turn into a superstar in the playoffs. He did it. He was a star before. Remember, Damian Lillard asked like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
So he was a star.
Yeah.
Now the reason I'm picking Philly to defeat Brooklyn is because of Embiid. Like I said, Brooklyn is soft up the middle.
They're gonna get run out the gym messing with the Nets.
Because the defense. Because of the defense. And the playoffs, it gets tighter, it gets harder, it gets rougher. You basically have 3 Corvettes. The Corvette, it needs a.
Here's what you banking on. You banking on Embiid to be a post-up presence, and Embiid shoots more threes than some guards. It's just
right. But you can take it down low.
Game no more. He ain't gonna be posting up people like that. And the way the game is,
Anthony Davis is not physical. Listen, P.
Anyway.
What's up? P.
Yeah.
Tell them what I told you before the season started when the Lakers got their roster. I said, they fucked up because now AD's going to have to play big and strong. And that's not his game. He's going to get injured. The Lakers took a major step back because they lost their defense and rebounding. Drummond is not a replacement Drummond is not a replacement because he's still fucking slow. You have big men that's durable like Dwight and JaVale McGee that's fast on their feet. Yeah, I traded that for slow motherfuckers like Marc Gasol.
Yeah. But you know what? Now AD could play his true position though. He don't want to play post up no more. They got Andre Drummond for that now.
Yeah, I didn't like the Howard move, but Drummond is an upgrade over Howard and JaVale McGee. You're talking about 17 and 14 rebounds.
No, he's not. Wait. No, he's not for what the Lakers need. The Lakers need that defense and that quickness. Like,
y'all saw that Embiid dunk? That boy about to rip that rim off.
You feel me? Like, the Lakers.
Drummond look.
Wait.
Go ahead, bro.
Drummond is too fucking slow, bro. Like Marc Gasol. And that's the problem now that they have. Like, when the Lakers had them bigs, AD, quick. JaVale McGee, quick. Dwight Howard, quick. That was their calling card, bro. Drummond is slow as a motherfucker.
Drummond looked good the other night, man. Until he hurt his feet. He looked like he
he's
looked like
gonna
he fit right in.
score. He's gonna
And
score.
AD,
Listen, he's gonna score. He's gonna rebound. But motherfuckers is running right past him, man.
Oh yeah, he's been always slow on the foot a little bit.
My point. That's what's killing the Lakers now. Mark Gasol, and they go get another motherfucker that is slow as hell.
the Lakers Drummond just put the Lakers over the top, bro, and that's why I got much more confidence in them destroying Brooklyn, because they're gonna get down there and put them boys in there and put it.
The formula the Lakers had, which one was their defense. They was quick on defense. They was running motherfuckers off the line, getting up and down the court, and they was very athletic. They lost that. They lost that. That's why they don't look the same as last year.
The only guy that really lost that was athletic. I mean, JaVale and Dwight hardly played in the playoffs or the finals. They're going to play. This is going to be the lineup. What's up?
But
I can tell you this much though. With AD and Drummond in that post, they're going to be rebounding and shot blocking like crazy though.
Bro, I want to address what you said about AD. AD is a monster on defense. He's the best defender. He's the best big man in the league defensively.
He can rebound, block.
People were talking about
AD's a top 5 player. Exactly. Let's put some respect on his name. You know, AD's
that's all I got.
Oh yeah,
belabor that point.
That's why I said with Andre Drummond and Davis in that front line, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. But I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. See, I'm gonna do what I do every year. We're gonna let it play out. The Lakers need to get healthy.
No,
and so does Brooklyn. So
yeah,
and
really healthy. They both should make to the finals. No excuses to that. There should be no reason to why neither one of those teams can't make it to the finals.
And the Lakers may make another move too.
What the fuck is wrong with Paul Pierce, yo?
Paul Pierce? Oh,
that nigga crazy.
Yo, he got fired.
I know his dumbass, bro. Like, what the fuck is he thinking? Like,
well, I mean, from what I heard, he having marriage problems, and but ESPN is owned by Disney, man. You can't be on. They always looking at what their employees do. You mean to tell me you're gonna go on? This guy went on live with strippers, and then massaging his back and all that, and he looked like he was probably smoking weed on right there.
Yeah, like, and this nigga is so fucking stupid. Like, he just on it, Pete. Like, this nigga on it, like, oh my god, oh my god, like keep saying like, he like, yo, I'm like, oh my god.
They're not supposed to see all that.
Like, I could understand somebody else recorded you. You probably would have had this job.
Yeah.
You recorded your damn self.
But, ESPN didn't like him because he was talking negative about LeBron too much.
Yeah.
That is true. Because they did the same thing.
Whoa. Well, that's why they hired him, because he was talking about LeBron.
They didn't want him to hire him. They didn't want him to talk bad about LeBron like that.
Yeah.
Remember the first year he was going off, he started saying he was better than Wade. He started saying
ignorant.
LeBron he ran LeBron out of this and that.
Yeah,
ESPN don't like when you keep talking bad about LeBron. Why you think they got rid of Skip Bayless? Because Skip Bayless said I couldn't talk about LeBron the way I wanted to. They kept putting a lid on my mouth, so I went to Fox Sports. This way I could be myself. You see how much he's back into Skip Bayless form on Fox Sports, right? He talking all the shit he want about LeBron, but he couldn't do that on ESPN. They told him to cool it down.
If you've noticed, he's scaled back his LeBron James hate. Paul Pierce. Yeah, and I think ESPN told him to, but I don't know.
Yeah, of course
yeah, but as far as the stripper party, man, when I first saw that tape. Yeah. I said, I know damn well that ESPN, if they remember they called Stephen A. Smith out of pocket and they had him come on there and say he was sorry about speaking his mind. I don't know why he did that. But I guess that
man, they had him apologize to Michelle Beadle. He always apologizing to somebody.
Cool.
Stephen A. Smith, he's always getting in trouble by ESPN. But they can't really
Yeah, they kind of
afford
keep
to
him on a leash over there.
yeah, but they can't afford to lose Stephen A. Smith because if everybody go to Fox Sports, ESPN gonna be in big trouble. Right now, they're holding on by a thread because Stephen A. Smith's still their biggest money generator.
I don't know who the hell tunes in to watch Stephen A. But I mean, nobody. I know, man.
He losing a lot.
much.
He's the one that keeping their sports above float though.
Okay, yeah, for sure. But
Because it was Skip Bayless at one point, but he left.
But now Fox paid Skip Bayless, I think it was $5 million per year to come over there because he garnered that following from his LeBron takes, from his LeBron hate. So that's become a whole industry.
He got famous off
you
talking
get on there,
about
and now you notice they're all doing it.
I always say he should give half of his paycheck to LeBron because he got famous. He got famous for talking about the guy consistently. Yeah. So I mean, but Fox Sports, they don't keep a lid on you at Fox. They let you say anything. That's why Fox is always getting into trouble, even with politics, because they let you say anything, no matter how crazy it is. That's why a lot of guys are going over there. All those guys that was opening their mouth, talking a lot of shit, like Rob Parker, they got fired by ESPN because they wasn't cookie cutter.
Right. Rob Parker, man, he hasn't been on FS1 ever since the Lakers won or the Clippers lost. He was like one of those guys. You've probably seen all those compilation videos out there, and he's one of them, man.
Yeah.
But and I think when you have people that speak in this mythology, like you guys just said, what'd you say about LeBron? I was gonna bring that back up.
Who?
My man Hoops, I think.
Yo, Hoops, you muted yourself, Hoops,
or whatever. I can't remember now. But
he's probably talking to somebody because he muted himself. He probably having a conversation with his family right now. I'm back. Oh, he back.
For sure that.
So, but yeah, Raw was saying you said something. What you were saying? What he said, Raw?
You said LeBron. I forget, man. I don't want to quote you wrong. I forget. It was like one of those mythological things that people keep on promoting about James.
About who?
About LeBron, the LeBron James mythology that people keep on pushing. But
what about it?
No, I was trying to figure out what your statement was, but I forgot, man. So I don't want to misquote, man.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, what is it about LeBron that you thought I said?
I thought it was something about defense or something about.
I said the only thing. Wait. Let's keep it real. When it comes to basketball, LeBron James has no skill. What he has is good passing and athleticism. That's it.
Yeah, no,
we can.
Bro, I mean, if you
wait, his game is only based off that, like skill. You're talking about somebody like Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, like Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard. Skill, jab step, pull up, spin move, fundamentals. LeBron James doesn't have that. We have athleticism and power. He's going to power to the rim, charge. He's athletic and he can pass. That's what his game is based on. A majority of great players, their game is based off skill. All the greats that
LeBron.
Like look at Magic Johnson, look at Kobe Bryant, look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They had a skill. They had a fundamentals. Look at Tim Duncan. They had a skill. But when it comes
to Duncan was the king of fundamentals.
Yeah, but like look at Michael Jordan. Fundamentals. Yeah. Like Michael Jordan wasn't really fancy, bro. What he had was skill and athleticism. And he stuck his tongue out and made it look fancy, but he was really doing regular shit, but he was just in the air with it.
Jordan was very fundamentally sound, though. Kobe Bryant said that too.
Like, actually, like T-Mac.
Kobe.
Was, like,
okay.
You listen. Like, check this out. Tracy McGrady was way more flashier than Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, but he wasn't better than them. Right or wrong?
But you mean flashy, like exciting to watch or move wise?
Flashy, you know, like come on, T-Man with the dribble. You know, T-Man going to do some extra shit.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is this, man. LeBron James is basically like a Swiss Army knife of basketball. He can do it all. Now that's another one of those things, the skill thing. I mean, Kobe used to take 49 shots per game to get his points. So when you talk about efficiency,
wait, he shot 45% for his career.
Nobody wanted to play with Kobe because he was a ball hog.
Bro,
nobody liked the guy.
Bro, check this. No,
Chris Childs hit him with a 2-piece.
Yo, bro.
So,
nobody, like nobody liked him because he didn't take no bullshit. He took the game serious. But you got a lot of players that fuck with Kobe that was about their business. So you can't really say that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yo, bro,
Kobe,
listen, bro. If nobody liked that man, like look at the impact of when he died. Right? Everybody loved Kobe Bryant, bro. Like you cannot say that. Especially in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed LA, man, a lot of LA fans out there, they're really in their feelings about LeBron coming to town and taking the crown.
Taking what
from
crown?
Kobe.
What
crown?
Crazy.
He passed him on that scoring chart, didn't he? I mean, if he got so much skill, how come LeBron got more points? How come he got more assists? LeBron got more blocks. I mean, LeBron is dominating in just about every category except for maybe scoring.
He got those stats because he knows how to. It's called longevity. You know, he's just longevity.
Oh, so he was so skilled that he came into the league after high school and did what no one else could. I believe that's called being more talented than everybody else, right? I mean, he didn't have to go to college. You know, his daddy wasn't a basketball player like Kobe. He just picked that up on his own and just natural skill.
I mean,
so that's why I don't want to argue about people's favorite players. You know, that's all subjective. But
look, when it comes to LA, man, Kobe the king of LA. Brian ain't never gonna be the king of LA. As a guy that lives here in LA, Kobe's the king of LA.
I lived in LA, Gardena, Pasadena, Irving, Inglewood, but.
That's just like
that's Kobe City, man. This is Kobe City.
Let me ask you this, Prince. You don't find it a bit weird how sensitive a lot of the Lakers fans are? I mean, how they threw that white paint on his mural. I don't think that was one of us, though. Hint.
You mean on LeBron?
Yeah, on.
Well, a lot of Lakers fans. As a guy that live in LA, I could tell you honestly, a lot of Laker fans don't like LeBron James.
Yeah,
I know that. Because I you know exactly what you said. I deal with
that hate every single day of people telling me LeBron's a chump, you know, stat pattern, you know, every name in the book. Now I run into it.
Bro,
that's called jealousy, bro. That's called fear. That's just punk behind it behavior. That's punk assness right there. All those West Coast dudes with their creases in their pants and their S curls, man. Listen, man. What up, cuz? Listen, man. No, I'm just joking. Yo, shout out to the West Coast. But
niggas gonna run you over in the fucking 6'4".
And that's why all the liquor stores out there got bulletproof glass. But
I remember this, my work environment. I was talking to one of my coworkers. He's talking about basketball, and he was like, LeBron James will never be better than Kobe because Kobe won, you know, a more harder and impressive way. You know, he didn't won by stacking the deck and becoming, you know, super teams and all that. That's what these guys was telling me. And you should see the amount of people that was on his side, opposite to me, just, you know, saying, you know, talking about numbers and stats and all that. But he was like, hey, we rolling with Kobe. And they love Kobe in LA. I could tell you that. Off the bat. And ever since he passed away, that love just went up even more.
Yeah, I will say this. I didn't realize how deep that the love for Kobe was until LeBron came to town. Everybody started crying, and I'm like, y'all some grown men. But he Kobe the best. Bro, he passed you on the scoring list, LA.
That doesn't mean nothing, bro. Like
yeah, that's stupid. That would be nothing. Okay. Just because you pass somebody on the scoring list don't mean you're a better player.
Like,
that doesn't mean nothing.
No.
Oh, dude, bro. I mean, we can talk. Like I said, we can talk about assists, but I want to see Kobe Bryant take. What was that 2006, 2007 Cavs team that they played the Cavaliers, that they played the Spurs? I want to see Kobe Bryant take Zydrunas Ilgauskas to the finals.
Bro,
Kobe got, listen, Los Angeles.
I'm not a big Kobe guy. I'm from New York, but I would tell you this much. If Kobe played in the Eastern Conference, he'd been in the finals times too.
I don't know. He wouldn't have got past Boston.
A lot of those teams was just weak, bro. A lot of them teams.
He probably wouldn't have got past Boston.
He probably wouldn't get past Boston, but he probably
that
year that you're talking about, that LeBron went to the finals. You know, it wasn't like he was going to do a lot of good teams. No, a lot of teams was beat up anyway. You know, so it is what it is in that case. But I'm still
66 games, 66 games, 66 games. I don't care how you cut it. And they played the West Coast team too.
I'm just telling this way. I'm just telling you this way. If Kobe played in the East, he'd been in the finals a couple more times too. I'm not saying he would have got there every year. I don't know, but he would have more finals trips if he played in the Eastern Conference. I tell you that much.
Wait. Listen, if Kobe was able to design his team like LeBron James was able to, forget about it.
Whoa, no. See, that's another one of those myths, man. How did that first Cavaliers team that he was drafted on was horrible. Their best player.
I'm talking about after that. Else.
No, he went to the finals though. You see, we can't skip over that because he had Mo Williams and the light-skinned brother that they found down in our Texas and Zydrunas.
Bro, we just talked about this already. Listen, like, okay, he made it to the finals one time and got swept. He ain't even
with a garbage team, man. You can't just gloss over that.
Bro, you gotta get one. I got 2-1. I got 2-1
I mean,
the Lakers. I got 2-1 on the worst team.
No, Philadelphia was not worse than.
It doesn't even matter.
Eric Snow,
5 or 11.
Aaron McKinney, those guys could play, man.
Wait, bro,
but they were all defensive pieces, and
that's right.
They were all
that's right.
Yeah, they were barely averaging in double digits. I mean, that was a big accomplishment to go to the finals and at least get one win.
You know? Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Allen Iverson guy, man. But
Allen Iverson played with a lot of heart, bro.
That's my dude, and I was rooting for him over Kobe, man. Mm-hmm. But see, that's cool, man. But
my main thing is Kobe would have been to the finals way more times if he played in the East. You gotta understand something. LeBron didn't control teams until he got to that whole Miami Heat thing, and his celebrity and status went up. That's when he became quote unquote the man, and he was able to pick whatever he want on teams. You had Pat Riley drafted that kid from college just because LeBron said he liked the way he played.
It's a bad thing,
That's power, Raw.
That's right, and he has a good eye for talent. You know, he found THT. So the stuff that he does results in championships. You can't say that it doesn't. The teams that he puts together.
Bro, like we don't respect super teams, man. Like we want to.
Do not call Miami a super team. Do not call Miami a super team.
I would say he has a good eye for picking talent. Yeah, he better at picking talent than Michael Jordan. I give you that much. You know, but yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, it is what it is on that. He'd be a good GM if he retired.
Right.
You know.
So I was saying Miami. I mean, we've been over this. I don't classify that as a super team.
They was a super team, and no matter if you classify it, they was.
Okay, but they weren't on the level of Golden State. Nowhere near. You cannot compare the two. You cannot compare.
It doesn't matter. I mean, wait. As not with Kevin Durant, but as the first Golden State, they was better. Thanks.
No, I'm talking about the only super team in Golden State was Durant. A super team, in my opinion, means a team that the talent level is just lopsided, and that's what it was with Golden State. The talent level in Miami was not lopsided.
Doesn't matter if they was better than them or not. At the time, they were a super team in the NBA, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole big three, not one, not two, then that changed the NBA forever because that led to player empowerment. That turned the NBA. That's a historic moment, though, bro. It changed the face of NBA.
He changed the face of free agency, yeah.
For the worse. For the worse.
And that's
For
why
the worse, not for the better. For the fucking worse.
I don't. The only team that I've had a problem with is the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant. I just can't. I didn't see Miami was not a powerhouse when.
Yes, bro. D-Wade was the second, third best player in the NBA when they linked up, my dude.
And they were in a dip when LeBron came there. They were not winning. I think they won like 35, 40 games.
Listen. Wade was the second best player in the NBA, third best player in the NBA around that time when they clinked up with Miami. Now, can you imagine, right?
Still like Kobe Bryant.
That's just like I said second and third best.
Okay.
That's just like right now, Kawhi Leonard go, you know what? Let me team up with Kevin Durant.
I'll be right back. I'll let y'all talk. I'll be right back.
We'll win rings alone, bro. With nobody else. Just him and Kevin Durant alone would conquer. If Kawhi go, you know what? Let me link up with let me see. Let me link up with LeBron James. Just him and LeBron alone would conquer the NBA, bro. With nobody else. You feel me?
Yeah, with Kawhi. I mean,
well, come on,
listen, man.
I mean,
the whole
then
when people call Miami.
Out, right? Check this right now. Check this out now, right? What if they go? You know what? We're gonna get another player like who's on a Chris Bosh level of the NBA today. You know what? I'll go. You know what? Let me go get let me see. Let me think. Let me go get a let me see. Let me go get a Bradley Beal or go get a Zion or you feel me?
It's like this. Okay. Chris Bosh was an all-star, not a superstar. So Chris Bosh was not Kevin Durant. He was not LeBron James. He was a great power forward, but he wasn't.
All right, right now, the level of Chris Bosh is so easy. Can you even say that? Chris Bosh led his team to the playoffs and everything, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just tough. So, like, what player, right now, a modern player right now who's leading a team in, to the playoffs, by themselves. Damn, like Chris Bosh was like a big man version of Donovan Mitchell.
Man, that whole big three Miami thing changed the NBA. I remember people was in their feelings about that, man.
Listen,
right? Prince, they were in their feelings.
Big. That was something big. No,
Hold on,
what's up?
Yo,
go ahead, bro.
Yo, P, like I'm trying to explain to him that Miami team is like, all right, suppose we take Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
And Kawhi go get Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant around that time is a level of a D-Wade, right?
Yeah.
Kawhi get Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, what I need help on, what player is on Chris Bosh level up today who's carrying his team to the playoffs and competing? It's hard. I'm like, a Donovan Mitchell, but but I'm.
You could go with an MB too, because he leads his team to the playoffs.
MB. Come on, that's big, bro. Like, come on, bro. We gotta bro. Put the respect on Bosh's name.
Oh yeah.
Bosh
was giving games.
When he wasn't a superstar, man.
He was giving 45 and 10 games to Dwight Howard in some cases too. I wouldn't say he was a superstar. He definitely was an all-star though, and he was a top 10 to top 15 player.
He was definitely a top 10 player. Top 10 hands down. He was.
Yeah.
And Bosh was still young when he went to Miami too. He wasn't a proven commodity. My only point is you cannot compare Miami to Golden State, man. And there was a big three in Houston. I don't know if y'all old enough to remember that.
It's not even about comparing. It's just the fact that they both were super teams, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, bro. That's all we saying, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Everybody will tell you that Miami Heat team was a super team. they know it because a lot of the times when we was talking about that, we was talking about that in fantasy basketball. Like, there's no way LeBron, Wade, and Bosh should team up together. We were saying that as jokes. Then all of a sudden, it actually really happened. We was like, holy crap. They should win like 4 championships and stuff like that. Even LeBron was like, not 1, not 2. LeBron was amped up for it too.
They didn't have the bench. They didn't have a bench. And the only thing I'm saying is using Super Team as they had an unfair advantage. In my opinion, Golden State, once they added KD, that just wasn't even worth watching. It was that's an unfair advantage. I'm not going to criticize him for doing it.
You know why KD make it?
Miami was not an unfair advantage.
Every year, bro. We knew that.
You know why KD made it a super team? Because it was him, Steph, and Clay. But when it was just Draymond, it wasn't considered a super team because of Draymond Green. But those 3 guys, when you get those 3 big, that big 3, it's officially superstar, super team category. Look at the net.
They have 5 all-stars. And if you add in Livingston, you can even make that 6. Livingston wasn't.
Come on, bro. You
I was saying he's one of those guys that could have been. He was like his like skill level was all-star level. But
bro, come on,
I consider him. I mean, Miami did not have the bench that Golden State did, man. You can't, and that's why they lost a couple.
They had it later in the year. Shane Battier, Ray Allen. They have more than enough good firepower.
Those guys, the reason why they lost to San Antonio that last year was because
Kawhi.
Those guys got old. Yeah, Kawhi, that whole Kawhi thing was a media creation because they needed a rival to LeBron James because they hated him because of his free agency moves.
Listen, bro, they barely won the year before. Listen, they only lost from a rebound, my dude. They ain't even win the fucking first time. So really, they barely won. They went to a game 7 and they barely won. They really lost game 6. The Spurs beat themselves.
The Spurs, I mean, Tim Duncan just wasn't good enough, man. He missed that last shot. Mental focus is part of the game. If you can't hit a little layup, then, you shouldn't be out there.
It wasn't even about the last shot, my brother. It was about the rebound. He wasn't in to capture that rebound to seal the game 6.
Man, there's no shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. They lost.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, to why they damn near got swept 4-1 that year is because the ascension of Kawhi Leonard. If Kawhi Leonard wasn't Kawhi Leonard,
no.
Bro, like it would have been a game 7, or they would have won.
For Kawhi Leonard? Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. San Antonio had a much deeper bench when they beat Miami. That last year, Mike Miller got old. Remember, he had back spasms. Freaking Battier got old. They didn't have anybody off the bench.
Spurs was the oldest team in the NBA, bro. So we can't say, right? We can't say Miami was old. The Spurs was older.
There wasn't. They remember. All right, Tim Duncan reconstructed his contract. He whatever you call it, and that gave them the room to sign a lot more bench players. So I'm not gonna say they didn't have an unfair advantage. They just their front office just got them more players. Miami's bench wasn't it, man. They just couldn't. They just didn't have. They were basically exhausted. Like that's like me saying if Kyrie had been in better shape and his knees didn't blow out in 2015, then the Lakers, then the Cavaliers would have won, which they may have. But
I think it's something they did. Yo, but Kawhi was a beast that year, though, man. The way
I told the difference is.
Did you remember in that finals when Mark Jackson was like, "Man, look at that defense Kawhi was pitting on LeBron. He made LeBron have turnovers. He made LeBron not even take shots most of the time. He was giving LeBron problems.
Overrated.
No,
that was the most overrated nonsense based on the media's bias of LeBron James because of the decision. Don't forget that scared them. Don't forget they've been on you guys. He's been on them ever since, man. You don't think it's that deep. That whole shit is manufactured, man, because they need. Well, first of all, they need the rivalry for ratings. Second of all, they don't like people messing with their money, with their free agency and with the media.
Bro,
So,
Kawhi was making LeBron turn that ball over. I actually showed video on that. I pulled up the video of Kawhi guarding him, giving him. So I mean, it's
I'm gonna
much.
say this: Kawhi has never stopped. Sorry to cut you off, man.
Okay.
Kawhi has never stopped or slowed down, James, man.
Look,
He just hasn't, man. He's not.
Whoa, wow.
LeBron.
Wait,
what happened in the where was all that in the bubble?
Can I finish? Please
let
me finish.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Wow. Wait, it's proven. While Kawhi Leonard is guarding LeBron James is shooting 12%. Look it up. It don't get no deeper than that, bro.
He's shooting now. What about driving? What about free throws?
I'm talking about field goal percentage, period, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Kawhi has all right. Well,
I'm lying, Pete.
What happened? Okay, what happened in the bubble though? I mean, you're talking about a game 10 years ago. How come he hasn't slowed LeBron down every time they played?
He has. LeBron James. Wait. Yo, P.
What's up?
All last season, every time LeBron James matched up with Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we barely got to see it. LeBron wasn't guarding him that much.
Yo, bro, but LeBron was having terrible games. His field goal percentage was nasty.
Yeah, it did drop.
Every game was bad.
The numbers actually favor Kawhi Leonard more than LeBron. He actually has a winning record over LeBron. That's just fact.
And that was 10 years ago when...
It's not 10 years ago. It's still presently now.
Now?
Yes, he has a winning record over LeBron.
When is the last time Kawhi had a good game against Bron? I don't even remember.
He had a lot of good games offensively against LeBron.
That bubble game and that game in March, LeBron schooled him.
Yeah, look, LeBron's defense on Kawhi Leonard hasn't been stopping him. He stopped Kawhi Leonard one time I could think of. Is that time that one play? Remember that one play he guarded him for a couple minutes, a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm. And that was the most important seconds in the game. And I remember on offense, LeBron beasting him, backing him down, power driving to the hoop and dunking. Look that up. Okay, so I mean, he's never stopped James, man. It's not. They're about the same size, and he has long arms. So he may be able to play him at different angles, but stop him. I mean, what was LeBron's point percentage in that series? Was it 27 points in that San Antonio series? So he didn't really stop anything.
Yeah, but he got a lot of those points in garbage minutes, and then he's keeping them in the game when the game was already blown out proportion. And Kawhi wasn't even guarding him no more.
So if he wasn't guarding him the whole time, then how did he slow him down?
He slowed him down in key points of the game. If Kawhi didn't guard LeBron would have been averaging 40 points on the Spurs. He would have went off on that team.
I want you all to look up the video from the first game of the season last year, when LeBron ran out to the top of the key to pick up Kawhi Leonard. LeBron told the bench, "I want him."
Bro, LeBron be ducking Kawhi Leonard, bro. He put AD on him.
How has he ever ducked Kawhi Leonard? AD's taller, so of course that's a better option, and he can move his feet. So I will put 7 people on the team.
If you say no, me and you going at it, I'm the better, and that's the difference between the Mamba mentality. That's why LA dudes don't like that nigga, because of shit like that. My point exactly.
LA dudes like to process their hair, okay, and Kobe Bryant
process what?
They like to process their hair. They got the S curl. They got the S curl out there on that. They got the S curl out there on that West Coast with their Nike Cortez and all that. I mean, when I was out there, Bloods and Crips were wearing barrettes in their hair, man.
Yeah, see, that's why I separate. I'm an East Coast guy, man. I don't dress or even talk.
Yo, I love the West Coast though, man. But
yeah. It is. That's how they get down over there, though, man.
Yeah. Listen, man, I hate to sound like a broken record, all right? Kobe shot the ball 49 times per game, man. LeBron is much more efficient when it comes. So I don't. Anyway, I'm saying I don't know. The whole LA thing is weird. I've never seen people cling to the. We know why.
LeBron is more efficient. Most of his points come from around zero close feet to the basket. He's mostly layups and dunks. For
well, you can't stop that first step, and that's why.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's cool. Whatever way you can get it, you know? So, I mean, I'm giving him props for having high field goal percentage. I ain't got no problem with that. You know, if people can't stop you from driving to the basket, and that's how you get your buckets, go for yours. Lose what you got.
let me ask you this: you got a pickup game. You got your choice between Kobe and Bron. Who you taking?
Pickup game? I'm taking Kobe.
Yeah, thank you, because I'm taking Bron, and he's gonna chase down, block you, and you ain't scoring nothing, man.
What?
So
That's realistic, bro.
Yo, LeBron always had problems. LeBron,
dude, there's videotape. There's videotape of Bron and.
Yeah, look,
sorry, man, go ahead.
LeBron guarding Kobe one-on-one is vintage Kobe. Kobe was one of the best one-on-one players in the NBA.
Okay, there's videotape of LeBron and Kobe Bryant playing, and LeBron pretty much got him every time. He got the best of him. He shut him down.
Oh, well, I guess, did you see the All-Star game?
The All-Star game with Kobe and Bron, right?
Kobe was blocking LeBron and outplaying him. And even in his last game, he was giving LeBron buckets. And he was old. He was old as dirt. I mean, Kobe just could flat out score, man. I mean, when it comes to one-on-one scoring, he's up there with some of the best. I mean,
actually, as a matter of fact, I just saw some All-Star footage of LeBron blocking Kobe. I mean, they're two great players.
He should have some games he blocked. We ain't taking nothing away.
Right. I mean, they're two great players.
Yeah, I mean, they're both great players. I'm just saying that when it comes to one-on-one, I'm not picking LeBron over Kobe. Now, if we talking about like all-around play, and I need somebody to run a play and, you know, play team basketball, I may go with LeBron more, you know. But if it comes to one-on-one, like you just said, I'm going with Kobe.
No. I said pick up basketball, like 3-on-3, 5-on-5.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if it's like a game like a team, you know, I know LeBron's going to get more players involved. But if it's a short game, like if it's more like 3-on-3, I'm taking Kobe, man. Because
more players involved. Cool, bro. Kobe had Shaq, man. If LeBron had Shaq, he'd have like 10 championships.
It wouldn't work out if he had Shaq. Everybody would be clogging up the fucking paint and fucking forcing his sorry ass to shoot. It wouldn't work out.
Wait,
yeah, he wasn't a good closer early in his career, so how would that even work out?
Bro, the whole closer thing, Skip Bayless
you're gonna need a closer. Remember Kobe? Kobe was closing a lot of those games for Shaq. It was Kobe the one guarding the Allen Iversons and going up against those tougher matchups.
I mean, Kobe shooting threes and mid-range shots.
Yeah.
Like
how did he close that game against Utah his first time in the playoffs when he shot 5 air balls in the
first time, but he learned from that and got better, bro. Like
okay, and LeBron
the whole Dallas series against LeBron. No.
Now I've heard you guys bring up 2011 about 20 times. That was 12 years ago. That was 11 years ago. I'm not bringing
that up. I mean, he got better from those days, but if we're going by early LeBron with Shaq, it'll be a different story because LeBron had a problem shooting the ball. Remember when ESPN was making fun of him shooting air balls? But I'm gonna forgive him for that because he's young. He's developing his game.
So if he was Kobe or Bron?
No, I'm talking about LeBron.
I got Kobe any day.
You know,
bro, one-on-one. You think Kobe Bryant would defeat LeBron James one-on-one?
Yeah.
Oh my, no.
LeBron,
I'm done, man. Come on, stop.
Kobe is a better 1v1 defender than LeBron James.
Kobe is not a better defender. Now, first of all, we are comparing a forward to a 2 guard. Okay, so
I'm gonna say LeBron is a better all-around player than Kobe. Like passing, IQ, rebounding. You know what I'm saying? But like
the stats don't say that, bro. The stats don't say that. The stats say.
But go ahead, man. Skill wise, Kobe got that. Kobe's a better scorer than LeBron.
Well, Kobe's a 2 guard too, so that's a different body type.
Kobe's a better one-on-one defender. LeBron's a better help defender. There's two different styles of defense that they play.
Yo, P, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Where are Hugh Fast at? I know Hugh Fast had that.
He just was in here. I don't know why. He just disappeared. I mean, he just bounced. He probably had something to do, but I mean, he was just in here.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Tune's happy.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't want to take nothing away from LeBron. He's a great player, man. I'm just saying. I mean, it's just different. Their styles were a little bit completely different. When it comes to one-on-one, though, Kobe was a little more, that guy. If I want a guy to give me the ball, scoring and all that good stuff, I'm going with Kobe because his scoring skill set was off the chain. And Kobe can mimic just about anybody's skill set.
As long as he took 49 shots.
Hey,
Dude,
man, he wasn't as
where
good
you
as Jordan. Everybody got flaws. I give you that, though. Bro. I give you that, though.
Right. Now he appears on the all-time shots taken in one game. I think like 5 or 6 times, and the other 4 are like Jordan, and then one of them is like somebody else. So I think if you're jacking up shots and you being selfish, I mean, but whatever, man. Like you said, nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
Well, go ahead, Tay. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, they're you.
Well, what you doing over there, Tay? You having a party? I hear that. What you doing over there, brother? You having a party?
No, I'm still mad about the Clippers game, man. We should have won that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Saturday. Zach, bring that ass here. Come
y'all gonna lose that game. I'm sorry, man. Lakers gonna lose that game.
The Clippers on the win. The Clippers on the win because LeBron, AD, and Drummond.
Exactly. So now the Lakers gonna lose that same game. No LeBron and no AD.
Hey, I didn't really even get mad at that game.
I wouldn't put money of either you, bro. I wouldn't put no money on that game. With no LeBron
Zach.
and AD,
my Lakers first and the next Saturday. Get my revenge on Zach and AK.
Okay, that's what's up.
Zach, you better be ready because my Lakers, we come for that ass in Brooklyn.
But yo, we almost out of here, man. Because I normally do my 2-hour limit.
I might like AD coming back next week. LeBron coming back on the 22nd or 24th.
Oh, good. It's good to have everybody back. I want to see everybody back. Yeah. I hate seeing people injured. But we almost out of here. I hit my 2-hour limit, man. I do my show like undisputed. 2 hours is good enough. For sure. You know what I'm saying? But yo, shout out to Raw Status, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. We all have different opinions. It is what it is, though.
Kawhi is going to the Miami Heat next season. I bet you that.
Okay, we got to see, brother. Yeah, you take it easy, man.
Yeah, we all know Clippers going to choke on playoff time.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, man.
All
right. Let me get you out. All right, y'all. We almost about to be out of here, man. Mello, Bistro, Octavius, Ohio. All y'all got to continue y'all debate. I guess some other time. Have a good one, y'all. So salute. And catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.